What's up, everyone? It's Jason here. Today we're doing a recap of AMC. Also, the CEO of AMC, Adam Aaron, just came out and said that June 2nd, we could know the final share count of AMC. If you haven't, make sure to go down below, click that like button real quick. Not only is that about this video, but helps out new people learn about AMC. And if you're not a sub, make sure to hit that sub button below, hit that little bell notification, that way you guys can stay up to date on videos and other things coming about AMC and other stocks and cryptos in the market. Real quick, if you guys wonder what I'm using on the screen here, the charting system is Webull. There's a link down in the description. Right now, if you sign up, put $100 in, you get 2 free stocks worth up to $1,800. You also get these tier 3 NASDAQ views for 3 months. They show the orders coming in and out. So you see orders going out, orders coming in before anybody else. That way you're up to date before anyone in the market. Hey, great value at the end of the day. Get you some free money, aka those free stocks. As you can see, today was a rough day for AMC. And at the end of the day, it wasn't the worst day in the world. We were down 9.91%. We had this little uptick, though, up from the 12.14 low. We ended at $12.64, which, again, was, negative 9.91%. Aftermarket hours were stayed pretty steady for the most part right now. Another hour left here in Nashville. In trading hours, obviously, you can see currently right now we're at 12.64. Not much movement there. We did start out this morning, though, right around $14.10. But going into the market hours, we dropped really quick down to 13.44. And at that point, I was thinking, well, maybe we could stay around here for the most of the day, because I was thinking today was honestly going to be more of a flat day. And guess what? It really wasn't. We had this bigger dip again, and it didn't like that. And one reason why I think that is because those hedge funds like Citadel and others did buy a big bunch of stocks in AMC. Also, that with the shorting as well. So I think some of these people they've been dropping, aka selling, creating these little sell-offs in the market, getting people to paper hand right as well. People are paper handing out of their positions, saying, oh, it's going to go lower, we'll buy back and lower again. This is a common strategic play for hedge funds to do. They do this a lot. Again, remember, they have lots and lots of people. They got lots and lots of money and lots of power in the market. And they do this to plenty of stocks, whether it's these, AMC or GME, or whether it's the EV stocks right now. A lot of momentum stocks have been going down, down, down. Growth stocks have been getting hit hard as well. And a lot of that reason is hedge funds have been shorting. Obviously buying puts and then buying shares and then dropping out of those shares to create falls in the market, letting other people, aka us retailers, sell out as well. And I know you're thinking, I'm not selling. Well, for everyone that's not selling, there's always that one person beside you who is selling. And it leads to these little sell-offs. It happens. It's just the way it is. We've been definitely fighting these hedge funds for a long time in AMC. I do think we got greener days to come, though, in AMC again. We had a crazy, crazy wild ride this last, pretty much ever since last week, honestly, Monday through Friday. And then, obviously, on Monday, we had this great big push right here going into the Monday aftermarket hours. Almost got to $16. And then we got pushed right back down, though. Like clockwork, we got pushed right back down. And I'll show you about what I mean by clockwork right here as well. We're going to bring up this day chart really quick. You're going to see something right here where we're at right here. This day chart right here, as you can see, we had a cap right here. All the way back in March the 15th, March the 18th. We had a cap right here. We had multiple lines touching. Guess what? As soon as we hit that line this time, we shot right back down again. We still have this like $14.65, 70-cent cap that we keep hitting and then mop back down. Now, I know some of you guys are going to be like, well, aftermarket hours, really doesn't matter for these kind of things. This is intraday trading is what I mean by that. So we're getting knocked back down on these resistance lines. And some people are selling at that resistance line, right? Some people have sell orders at that resistance line for market orders. So that's one reason why. And then on top of that, you're also having these hedge funds do not want us to break through this line right here. Because what happens after this line, we can shoot all the way up to $17 in about 30 cents right here before the next resistance line. That's a big movement. And then after that, pretty much the next resistance line after that is $20.36. Is that next intraday? Is it intraday? And after that, we're off to the races. We can go high, 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 high. We have no resistance line after that. What that means is we're gonna have a lot of trouble and a lot of back push, right, once we get to this $14.70 range. Now, and that's intraday, right? So I want to see daytime trading get above that. Let's stay around like $15 and stay there. And I think after we get there, we're going to rush all the way up to $17, though. So we're seeing a lot of pushback. These hedge funds do not want us to get there at all. And at the end of the day, it's going to be hard for us to get above that right now because they're going to be pushing back down. But it doesn't mean we can't get there. It doesn't mean we can't push against it because us together as a whole, we're stronger than they are. We have lots of money as well. But looking over here, though, really quick on the options real fast as well. Still, we still have some really good options in the green. It'd be nice to get back over to the $13 point because then we'd have 20,718 in the green. And I'm still hopeful maybe we can get back to the 15, but even that 15, we still got 26,206 at 14. And at 13 and a half, we almost have what, getting close to 9,000 there. But at 15, we'd have another almost 30,000. 14 and a half, we got another 13,000. There's some good ones there though. But even the green right now at $12 is 24,000. At 11, there's another 24,000 there. At 10 and 10 and a half is 13,000. Another 12,500 there. So it's looking good so far, but it'd be nice to pick these right here up all the way up to $15. Even if we got the 14, it'd be nice. Lots of good shares right there to be picking up in the green and the options numbers. Now, I know a lot of people are looking towards June, though. You can see right here, June's been cooking. It's cooking right now. And I know a lot of you asking why June. That's when the Q2 numbers will be coming out for AMC. So you got a lot of people betting on Q2 having a lot better earnings and hoping to push AMC stock higher then. So you see a lot already at $10. There's 32,000, there's 33 there. Even over here at 15, there's 35,000. At 21, there's 19. At 20, there's 32,000. You can see how hype and that people are getting for June coming up. And that's for those Q2 numbers coming out on earnings. And like I said before, I think Q2 earnings and Q3 earnings are going to be way more interesting than Q1 earnings were again, because now we have a lot of these tiers opened up. Obviously, don't open up all the way, but as we get closer and closer and closer to Q3, Q4, we're going to see a lot of these open up to say 75, 80, all the way to 100% capacity. More people are getting shots in arms. Now, looking over at the iBorrow desk numbers, I want to look at these. Obviously, any of these numbers indicate different things. So we're going to look at the iBorrow desk numbers. Now, the percentage fee they're paying right now on their borrowed shares is 10.7%, and there's 4,500,000 short shares available. Now, I know you're thinking, like, why are so many here? Some of these have been returned, right? So when we were going up, we had some of these people buy back in again. So you're seeing these shares go back into the market. These will probably be reshorted again. The same process happens all the time in AMC. We'll probably see this number start coming back down. We'll start to see this number coming back down. We'll start seeing the short share interest fee go back up. And we'll see this reverse again, like it always has. It's the cycle that they're going through right now. They're playing the game. We're playing the game, right? They're trying to outlast us, and we're going to outlast them. That's just how it is. So looking over here at the big print orders, we have one big print order to come today. It's the only one I can really find. Was at $16,343,055.40. And now what these are go right through the dark pools again. These are bigger commercial and suit investors that are investing in AMC, saying, hey, look, we're going to make money over time. And this is good for AMC to see these bigger investors coming in, investing in AMC with confidence. Helps us out. They're going to be usually holding these stocks for a long periods of times. They're either into funds or ETFs, or just bigger investors overall, the bigger commercial investors. And they usually hold their shares without chicken handing out a lot. Now, going over the Ortex numbers really quick, though, we had an exchange reported short interest today at 87.55 mil. Previously, 7 days ago, was at 93.89 million, which is a percent change of negative 6.75%. Estimated short interest percent of free float currently is at 16.11, previously at 18.57, which is a negative change of negative 13.25%. Percent free float on loan currently is at 26.74. 7 days ago was at 30.82, which is a negative change percent of 13.24%. Shares on loan currently is at 132.67 million. 7 days ago was at 152.94 mil, which is another change of negative 13.25%. Days to cover currently right now is at 1.37. 7 days ago was at 1.74, which is another percentage change of 21.75% and negative. Now, the 2-week, though, is currently at 3.3 days to cover. Cost to borrow currently is at 14.03. 7 days ago was at 19.94, which is a percentage change of negative 29.64%. Utilization, though, is up today from that 21 yesterday. Again, we'll go over that one. That was at 21 yesterday. Currently at 96.02. 7 days ago was at 100, and that's a negative change percent of 3.98%. Now, the reason why it's came down from 100, obviously, is some of those shares have been returned. We've seen this a minute ago at 4.5 million short shares available. Again, it might seem like a big number, but anything over, like, say, 95-ish or so is really, really big in terms of utilization. So having up this high is great. Again, these numbers will continue to probably go back up in a little while again, because I think some of those shares are going to get shorted again. That's kind of the cycle that AMC's been in for a bit. But heading back over here real quick, I want to go over this, why that was like that yesterday. So when calculating the average utilization numbers yesterday, data from some of the security lenders was missing and therefore not included in that calculation. This was an unprecedented issue and affected daily utilization rates across all 50,000 stocks we cover. We have ensured this can never happen again. We continue to pride ourselves on providing the most timely and accurate security lending data available. Huge apologies from the Ortex team. Now, that does sound kind of suspicious. Again, I don't think that was Ortex's fault. Obviously, it was not presented to them. But again, sounds very suspicious on why those numbers weren't, put out there to Ortex. I mean, obviously, you can only speculate on that problem. But again, sounds very fishy. Jumping over here to Adam Aaron, though. Adam Aaron tweeted out today, here is how to vote in the upcoming July 29th annual meeting of AMC shareholders. In early June, we will send out new proxy and voting material to those owning AMC stock on June 2nd. It's a brand new election starting over completely afresh. Any votes for the May 4th meeting get ignored. So, Mary, if you've already voted, those votes don't count anymore. So you're at the vote in this new proxy coming up on June 2nd. You should start getting those in your inboxes, your email, wherever you're getting the stocks from, whether that's Webull or wherever you're buying your stocks from. You should get a voting notice from them about voting. Make sure you guys vote in these things. Your shareholders, make sure you guys are voting. It means a lot to places like AMC and others. Now, also on June 2nd, we should start getting these numbers in from those vote counts coming in. And what I mean by vote counts is the share counts that are getting counted, right? So we should start seeing these share counts coming in. And then at that point, we could see just how many shares are shorted out there in the market. Now, seeing some of these bigger institutions buying in, we had Virtu Financial buy 239,000 shares of AMC. Obviously, you had right here 11,000 from Inscription Capital, a couple thousand here and there. Obviously, right here from Jane Street Group, 198,000. From California State Teachers Retirement right here at 571,000. Engineers Gate Manager has 134,000. Investo, 6,649,000. That's probably some of these big orders we've seen coming in. They're just now getting obviously across onto Fintel. It also had 138,000 right here from Millennium. And you can continue to go right here, man. Saskatchewan International Group at 4 million shares. So you can see how confident that some of these bigger institutions and ETFs and groups that are buying into AMC right now, that know they're going to make money over time. That is good for us. Again, they're going to be buying and holding those shares for long periods of time. The user are not going to paper plan. They'll continue to buy the dips here and there. Good for us. Again, really, really good news to see people going in and buying into AMC with confidence. More to the story today, guys. I know we were down almost 10%. Just stay positive. Remember, at one point we were up over 25, then we dropped down to $5, and we made this battle all the way back up. I know we've had plenty of times where we went to like 14 bucks or so, got close to it, then back down, then back up, and then back down. I get it. It gets tiresome. But this is a long, drawn-out battle if you're going to be battling with the hedge funds. It takes a long time. They're not going to give up, just like we're not going to give up. But eventually, they will give up. If that makes sense, they don't want to give up. Believe me, they don't want to lose money. They have bunches and bunches of money. But eventually, they're going to be losing more and more money, and they're going to have to do this. They lost $1 billion in the past 5 days of trading. That just shows you how much is going on here. Now, I do know they have bought back in. They've returned some of those shares. Again, I get that there's 4.5 million shares that are available to short. I get it. You guys are going crazy about that. But again, we've seen this in the past. They start shorting right back again. Then they know the price is going back down. Manipulate. They are the suits. They own the market. We're the retail investors. They think they can boss us around. But hey, guess what? There's a new sheriff in town. We're called, we're like the super retailers. We got places. We're on YouTube. We're on Reddit. We're in Discord. Hey, we can come out. We can fight these guys. At the end of the day, just hold on. I'm holding on myself. Because at the end of the day, even without any kind of squeeze, I know this. I know AMC is going to go over $20 a share eventually, and I'll make money that way. If not, at the end of the day, hey, hold on if you can. Obviously, don't use your rent money. I'm just a nerd on the internet. Take what I say with a grain of salt. I'm just trying to bring you guys the news as we see it. bringing you guys everything that I think that you guys want to see and want to know statistically and whatever. Doesn't matter. I want to show you guys the numbers and not just, my word for it. Make sure you guys are doing your own research. I thank you for coming out and supporting the videos. I mean, remember, guys, you guys liking the video, sharing the videos, subbing, hitting the bell notifications. That let YouTube know that you guys like this kind of content. Let's spread it around, guys. Spread it as much as you can. Let people see this. Put it on Reddit. Put it wherever. Put these videos everywhere you can. It helps out tremendously on new people learning about AMC and seeing the raw numbers as they come in. Make sure you guys go down below there. Click on that little Discord link. Love to have you guys be in the Discord. There's over 1,500 people hanging out in our community. Awesome, amazing people. Till next time, guys, I'll see you Starside. Peace out, fam.